readings with me. You can also book yoga sessions, meditation, breath, EFT, and check out the online courses and merchandise. So let's get into it for April. This is for Aquarius. Divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention. Divine guidance and loving clarity. If you are new to the channel, I'm an intuitive reader. So the way I lay the cards, the way I interpret them, it's intuitive. So it's all about the resonation, vibration. We want to be resonating with, people we're hanging with, associating with, working with, certainly. Patreons get this ad-free first access, usually up to a week, but sometimes, a few days before the public. Patrons also get exclusive deals and content. Everything's in the description. You can check it out. Let's get into it. My gosh, this Three of Swords, it keeps coming up. So I dare say there's a huge purge in the collective. There's a lot of heartbreak that we've been healing from, deeper wounding, core wounds, stuff like that. Okay, so Aquarius, this is energies of exhaustion. This is energies of like finally laying things down. Some of you guys might have been doing a lot of inner work. Three of Wands reversed to me is often like shamanic journeying and going within. Some of you might be actually out of work as well. And you're really working on laying things down, letting go of, mainly laying things down. Okay, so let's get more energy or more clarity for these energies. What's this Three of Swords? Some of you have been dealing with the King of Wands who might have gone in a different direction. And that's the Nine of Wands as well. So that's the exhaustion card. If we've been doing a lot of shadow work or doing a lot of inner work, whatever we call it, there is often a sense of energetic exhaustion, just wanting to lay down, wanting to sleep, and in fairness, with the Four of Swords, there is an aspect of allowing it, like allowing that dip in energy, allowing that kind of softer, gentler, just letting things go, right? Because I would say if that's resonating and you're dealing with the King of Wands, fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, this person's made an exit. That could be part of that tender heart energy. They are in the upright, so I'm seeing this as like a positive encounter, maybe a deeply healing encounter, but it is something that we have to lay down because this person has to go off and do other things. And, it could be the relationship where things haven't quite worked out the way we wanted. But again, it's warranted through this inner journey, through this inner landscape that you've been processing and working out. So looking at these cards now, my holistic well-being practitioner side wants to say, like, you definitely are looking like you need a substantial rest period here. Warranted that we're in this sort of eclipse season as we enter April. It's probably appropriate. There you are, Aquarius, Queen of Swords. So once you feel a little more restored, healed, ready to move forward, you will be guiding yourself forward, as it were. Just be mindful of that potential for burnout, Aquarius. As we know, the Pluto, hala, has gone, is headed right in there. So Aquarian placements are definitely going to have some intensities as Pluto transits your sign, right? Depends on where things are, obviously, in our individual birth charts. But I have a Capricorn, I have a Capricorn ascendant and Capricorn South Node. So and straight up, this is why I'm a huge fan of astrology, because I got into it, and then you start analyzing your birth chart and you look at different transits, and you can just see that straight up, when Pluto was conjuncting my ascendant, there was like a big cluster of intensities that were going down in my life. And it all had to do with personal power, had to do with letting go of certain ways of being and moving into other ones. And then anywho, so and the same when it transited the South Node, there was just a lot of change, dynamic change, and seeming destruction sometimes. So, not to frighten you, in truth, this is for our evolutionary progress. This is, the pain we transform, the things that we go through, the things that we let go of are building us up to a certain degree to allow us to take greater sort of charge of our lives and have a greater sense of autonomy, mastery, and dominion. So Queen of Swords is moving you forward once you've had enough rest and let go of enough, and release some of the pain of the past here. So there's success and new beginnings coming in. There's also a tower moment. So, and I'm thinking this has got to be something to do with the Jupiter Uranus conjunction in around April 20th, I believe. And again, for some of you Aquarians, this would be something that is aspecting potential placements, right? So this would be a square energy. So it could come with some shock element, right? And again, these cards are always, there's always a sort of double aspect, like everything. There's these sort of dualistic elements. So the tower moment can be intense as a human being navigating the physical world, when things appear to be crumbling, things appear it's all falling apart. But it's sort of part of the purpose of life, like these shakeups and breakups, as it were, these things that fall apart or are seemingly out of our control, are still ushering a deeper healing. Another Three of Swords just pops out, another Three of Wands. So you are definitely in a very profound healing cycle to do with love, the heart. It's heart related, Aquarius. I'm getting like shivers all over, and I'm like, there is this essence of having to walk through the gate. Like, you have to walk through the darkness sometimes. You have to, be in these spaces of release and darkness to move through into different worlds, right? I do want to say, like, it's all divine. It's all by design. It just might be that throughout the month there's enough turbulence that it's feeling uncomfortable. Hence that Nine of Wands, where even, okay, say there is this tower moment and you're like, oh my God, and then you resonate with the reading, and then you're thinking of like that Nine of Wands energy, the exhaustion energy. And then other cards that I did see were like the Ace of Wands is coming in, that Six of Wands energy is coming in. There is going to be a release and a sense of success eventually. Do you even dare say by the end of the month there will be some relief with regards to this energy? And yet there's also this aspect of you having to look after yourself. You'll feel steadier. Knight of Pentacle, there could be a kind of work opportunity that comes in as well, that allows you to steadily move forward, to progress, to feel more grounded, to feel more stable. And this also yeah, like just new, moving, ready to learn kind of thing. New growth. There would be new growth. Like, it would be more obvious as well. Financial freedom. These cards, a lot of repeat cards in the readings this month. So healing, financial freedom. So you're definitely moving into a phase where you're going to be able to generate more pentacle for yourself. For some of you, emotional expression is making me think of maybe sharing with a friend, or just expressing, maybe even creativity, like writing stuff down. But I do feel like for some of you it's a two. So I'm thinking of like another person witnessing or sharing stuff with another person that can maybe fine tune or assist you in this development of this financial freedom piece is something within this collective, I would say. So big changes are leading us to greater abundance and probably self-responsibility with regards to managing our energy. Nine of Wands is a sort of culmination card, right? Coming into this state of finally moving into the 10 to let go, to finally let go, to release those past pains and burdens. There's something here in the Knight of Pentacles moving into a new cycle where you're maybe a bit more grounded and practical in the element of like earth and looking after yourself, but also maybe to do with finances. I don't, other than like some of you might not be working, I'm not actually getting a sense that you're like deeply struggling financially. Of course, there could be that could be part of like, I have to let go of this, I have to let go of this, like I can't make enough or I'll never earn enough, that kind of stuff. Hence inner work and shadow work to help you see yourself through into this new world, into this more benevolent type of energetic biofeedback that is coming from this very profound healing of the heart, which when it's a sword energy, to me it's almost always karmic. It's the mind. It's something that had to happen, especially once we're stepping into the sort of a greater state of consciousness, right? So you're working in that state of being more responsible, and these painful situations come about to heal parts of our heart, right? To integrate aspects of our wounding so that we can rise, be more clear, be more self-directed, and be more mentally masterful with the sword energy. You're more than capable, right? So for some of you too, it's a real task of moving beyond the illusion. So for some of you, if you resonate, things like meditation can be really useful during this period of time. What are the divine guidance and loving clarity messages for Aquarius? What are some of the final messages for the Aquarian Lover Supreme? I'm getting a few messages. I've pulled transits, 55, the climate card. Just as practical stuff too, like for some of you where you are in the world, there could be like different climate things, as in like storms that force you to retreat, changes, right? It's sort of like looking at that tower. There's just going to be inevitable changes. You kind of staying contained, still cocooning within this healing phase, getting clear mentally of where you want to go, as you know you're energetically releasing and letting go of the past, letting go of old pains, old hurts, structuring this sort of new sense of where you want to go, and kind of a little bit biding your time to just see how things play out, because there's likely to be these changes that happen seeming out of our control, that are ushering us into taking action and moving forward, maybe in a different way. And maybe with people that are new to us but familiar. A restorative energy and nurturing energy also is coming through here. Something about sensitizing ourselves as well. So last or final message coming through here. Final message for the Aquarian lovers. Anyone who stumbles upon this video who needs to hear these messages, divine guidance and loving clarity. So Aquarius, this is too about possibly finding a resonant community. So moving forward, there is a little token of possibly feeling isolated here. Often the case, I think, when we're moving through deep transformational phases and healing lots of stuff, like coming out of that feeling like, whoa, yeah, like where are my people, and like how do I reintegrate into society? And that's the Knight of Pentacles, slow movement, slow and steady, keeping that mental focus. And the B is like when you are simply in your integrity and moving forward in this life, you naturally will attract the energies that are looking for you as well. So, the bees, again, there's a heightened sense of community and a heightened sense of working together towards a common good, which is obviously part of the Aquarian signature as well. I think that's it for you, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for the April 2024 reading. If it resonates, feel free to leave a comment. Super appreciate all of the comments. And of course, really appreciate when you subscribe, follow, share the stuff. I absolutely love this community. I feel so grateful that all these amazing people have showed up, and we get to share ideas. And also, I think, part of that Aquarian signature resonates with the Ultra Love brand, with just all for one for all moving to love, and people with different varied backgrounds, and like different ideas about things. And um I call them like noodle sessions or noodle shares. And so in this community we can just go back and forth, like sharing these random insights or ideas that just kind of are uplifting and expansive. So thank you. Thanks everybody for being here, and we'll see you in the dailies. And I'll look forward to seeing you next month for a catch up as well. Take care, Aquarius. See you soon. Peace out.